Alright, so this is shocks on a 2001 GMC Jimmy, same as a S10 Blazer or Oldsmobile Bravada. Easiest way, you can see I already took the old ones out. Easiest way to put them back in is to connect up the top. Let's see if you can see the bolts up there. Connect them up. Do not over tighten the top bolts on the back of these. They're just a tin metal, basically pop can clip at the top that's threaded, so you can actually break those off pretty easily. Leave the banding on. As you can see, I got this side in. You just pull the banding out after you cut it. Makes it a lot easier to put them back in the bottom, because if you cut it or mount the bottom and then try to line up the top, you got two holes to line up there, whereas down here you just got one, and it's a lot easier to hold on to the shock itself and slide that bolt in on the back here. The same applies up front. Over the left here. You can do this on the ground. Obviously I have access to a lift, so it's a lot easier to do on the lift, but you do the same thing up front. And you see I got the front in already. There's the old ones. Those are the wheels off the Derby Mustang, just refitting them a little bit. But same thing applies up here. Leave your strap, leave the banding strap for the shipping on the shock. Mount the top up here. You'll be able to get this top bolt in a lot easier without having the shock, fighting the shock expanding on you. So mount the top up, leave the strap on. Once you're ready to bolt in this bottom part, cut the strap, the shock will expand. They don't shoot out, so you don't have to worry about, well, having your fingers in the wrong place as much. You still can get your fingers pinched inside of there, but yeah, it's a lot easier to mount the top, leave with these banding straps on. Leave these guys on while you're putting the shocks in. Makes it a lot easier. And then you just put your bolt in, thread the nut, tighten her up, and you're all set. That's about it for shocks on these. They're relatively straightforward. I know my 5th generation El Camino is the same way, so you can kind of apply that to the El Caminos too if you got one of them. Monte Carlo is the same way. Basically all the old school GM, they set these S10 series up relatively similar. The only difference is you got torsion bar front instead of the coil springs on them, but they're relatively straightforward too. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.